Hey guys, my name's Michelle and I've been living with type 1 diabetes for 16 years. This is a diabetes lifestyle channel, so if you are living with diabetes or you want to know more of what it's like to live with diabetes, definitely hit that subscribe button down below. My wedding is officially 3 months away and a lot has happened with respect to wedding planning. But I realized that I haven't made a video about planning a wedding with type 1 diabetes. Actually, I've only made one wedding related video and that was about trying on wedding dresses with an insulin pump. So if you guys haven't seen that, definitely check it out. I will link it up here. So today I wanted to give you guys an update for where we are with the wedding planning process and exactly how my diabetes has affected the planning process. In this video, I'm going to be answering some questions that I've gotten a lot of with respect to my upcoming wedding, so let's get started. How am I feeling about everything? So I'm starting to feel very excited. We're starting to plan like the last minute things. So the planning is actually really ramping up now and there's a lot to do in the next 2 months. As I said in my 2019 resolution video, post that up here, I definitely let wedding planning stress get to me way too much in 2018 and it got to the point where I started to become negative about wedding planning and I started to see each task for wedding planning as more of a chore and a nuisance. I was stressed about it, to be honest, and I realized that this isn't me at all. I want to be excited about every step in the wedding planning process. I just want it to be a good memory. So I've definitely changed my focus. I've done a 180 and I'm feeling super excited about it and I'm excited for all the things that are coming up in January and February with respect to the wedding. For the wedding day itself, there's only 2 things I'm worried about. Number 1, that I am going to wake up with a massive breakout on my face because I do have acne prone skin. And number 2, that my blood sugars are going to be so bad that I'm not going to feel well that day. And both things are really out of my control, unfortunately. With my skin, I can go for regular facials and make sure my face stays super moisturized during the winter because it's actually the dry skin from the winter that causes my breakouts. And for blood sugars, what I'm going to do is a few weeks leading up to the wedding, I'm going to eat super safe. So only foods that I know and that I know how to bolus for, nothing new, because I don't want to start a roller coaster of blood sugars leading up to my wedding. I just want it to be as stable as possible to avoid any complications, any sort of illness. So I'm just going to play it safe, but otherwise these things are just out of my control, so there's no point worrying about them. And I know that if something does happen on my wedding day with my blood sugars, that I have the best support system there possible. I'm just going to try to not worry about that for now, but those are my top 2 fears about the wedding day. Have I decided what I will do with my insulin pump, or will I even wear it at all? So in my wedding dress try on video, I mentioned that I'm going to try to have a pocket sewn into my wedding dress so that I can put my insulin pump in there, or maybe I will go on injections for the day and take long-acting insulin and then short-acting insulin when I eat. So I decided against injections because I haven't done injections for 12 years and I'm just not used to it. It's not a smart idea to do something new on my wedding day. And by the way, I talked about all of this with my diabetes education team. So they suggested no injections because I'm just not used to doing it. The dress unfortunately cannot accommodate a pocket. The thing is, the bottom of the dress has all these fine layers and it's going to be really obvious if a pocket is sewn in, and they might have to put in an extra layer and it might affect the shape of the dress. And there were just too many ifs. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'm gonna get a garter belt to wear around my leg and put my insulin pump in there. And if I need to bolus or if I need to reach my pump to put it on a temporary basal or anything like that, I can just lift up my dress while I'm sitting at the table, take out my pump and do what I need to do. Not a big deal. So yes, I am not having a pocket and I'm putting my insulin pump in a garter belt. Have I planned anything differently because of my diabetes or taken any extra precautions? So yes, I have. The first thing I've done is I've asked one of my bridesmaids to be in charge of my Dexcom for the day. So I've asked my future sister-in-law, one of Rafi's sisters, who is actually a medical doctor, to get the Dexcom Share app on her phone. I really don't want to be looking at my phone throughout that day. I want to take in every moment because it's going to be such a beautiful day and I want to remember it. I don't want to be constantly looking at my blood sugar. Another thing that I'm planning on doing is buying a bunch of Dex4 Liquid Blast and other load trading supplies and distributing them amongst the bridesmaids, just so that everyone has maybe one small thing in case of an emergency. A lot of other type 1 brides have given me the suggestion of hiding low supplies throughout the venue. So for example, putting low supplies in the bridal suite so that if I go low, the bridesmaids know where to get me low supplies. What has been the hardest part about planning a wedding with type 1 diabetes? Definitely the anxiety that I'm not gonna feel well on that day. We all know that diabetes is super unpredictable and you never know what to expect. So there's definitely that fear that I'm gonna just have a really bad day where I can't control my blood sugar. Like I said before, there's nothing I can really do about it. I just have to not worry about it. If something does happen, I need to remember that I have that support system there with me, and I'll be able to bring myself into a decent blood sugar range to enjoy the day. I'm not gonna be super strict in range, of course. I'm definitely going to be more lenient that day. I'm sure everything will be okay, but it's definitely an underlying fear that I have as a type 1 bride. And that's it for my update. Let me know if you guys want to see more type 1 diabetes wedding videos, because we have a lot of things going on in January and February, so I could always bring you guys along or do more update videos like this. I could even do a Q&A, so let me know what you want to see in the description down below and I can make sure that happens. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye!